It's Randomonium time, only got 30 minutes for the show. We be thrifting, looking for a story, this is gonna be awesome. Randomonium, 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 Randomonium.
Welcome to Spooky Randomonium. Man, every year we do a Halloween special, it seems like the gear just goes crazy. You see that?
Gear?
The gear. They're cutting to different cameras, they're doing whatever.
Going back to our intro, it's crazy.
There's blood down here. You see that?
No.
See him on camera? I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, okay.
All right.
This is our, third and final Halloween episode. We've definitely kept up the tradition of decorating our set and dressing in costume.
That we did. That was pretty exciting.
What's your inspiration for your costume, Zach?
Well, I'm a banana.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of hard to see you right here, banana. When I was in California, I was on the Late Late Show with James Corden, and I was chose to dance as a banana. So
wow.
I thought, when I went to Goodwill and I saw a banana costume, I thought like it was
meant to be.
It was God telling me that I needed to be a banana for the rest of my life.
So you're going to keep that for the rest of your life then? Yeah,
because I find it so appealing.
You should go back to the...
You gotta laugh at that. They're going to laugh. We got to give them time to laugh. Appealing. It's a banana. Even the crew thinks it's funny. This is more of a... This is not horror.
Are you going to keep the banana suit the rest of your life? Go back to the James Corden show wearing a banana suit?
Yes, yeah. I am going to do that.
Okay.
So, who are you supposed to be?
Well, in a weird way, I ended up being Cassie Forsythe as Tina Belcher from Bob's Burgers.
You're somebody being somebody.
Right. Well, okay, so the whole thing went down like on kind of like Twitter's, because she said that she wanted to be Louise from Bob's Burgers, but Louise has pink bunny ears, and they're kind of hard to come by.
They're kind of expensive.
Right. But I wanted to be Louise as well, and I was like, oh my gosh, we're like twinning. But both of us decided, like, we're not going to do that, obviously. But we went on our merry way, didn't talk about it ever. I went and got my Tina costume because her clothes are much easier to come by. And then last week she posted a picture on the Grams.
That's Instagram for the elderly people. As
Tina Belcher. And I was like, oh no, we're the same costume for Halloween.
The world's problems stop there.
Right.
Like that is
Cassie
the top
and I,
of all problems.
Weird, awkward, twinning, happening with Tina Belcher.
How odd. That's weird. But I'd just like to say, for those that have never watched Bob's Burgers, I'd give it a try. It's between a family show and terribly not family show. So just in the gray area.
We highly enjoy it. It's quite funny. The Belcher
Belcher family.
Yeah. It's quite funny.
They are quite funny.
So, but we also, as per tradition, we have the fourth camera in studio control.
Yes, let's go take a look at the fourth camera and see what's going on in there. There you go. That looked familiar from the beginning of the episode.
Look at that.
Look at them.
They wanted to show themselves off first, right?
If they could have their way, it would just
be. Chase is like, I want to host the show.
Be that camera for the entire time. Chase is our technical director right there. He's Marty McFly from Back to the Future. It seems appropriate.
He just took off his, like...
Come on, Marty McFly, come on up. Tell us what time it is.
Look at him. Yes.
Look at him.
Wow. Looks exactly like him. Michael J. Fox, I think, right there.
They're laughing in there. They're laughing. And we got a corgi. You know, it's funny. If you've ever watched our Halloween episodes before, it's always the corgi and the lampshade. It's like they have a relationship or something. That's his
director and there went the garbage can.
that's his only costume he owns, but he did bring his own lampshade this year
with a nice light shirt to go with it.
Do we have anybody behind the lampshade?
Where's the graphics?
We have Batman right there.
Futurama.
Stand up, Batman. Look at him, the onesie. I bet that's warm.
Here's.
Oh, there's the Futurama.
Look at her.
She
has purple hair and everything.
Yeah, what an effort. That's impressive.
I got a wig.
I didn't even get a wig. I just found a banana costume. All right, let's come back to us. They're like, oh my gosh, we're so busy in there.
Right.
So are you going to go trick-or-treating this year, Chelsey?
Well, you know I would love to go trick-or-treating, but do you think people would actually give me candy?
In that
'Cause I'm
costume,
kind of-
maybe.
Well,
You look like a kid.
I'm a little old, I think, probs, right?
Well, it said the average American will spend $75. I mean, on like decorations, pumpkins, their kids, and trick-or-treating. So, well, it's
On
part
the
of Halloween.
costume, right? But I think I would appreciate more the decoration, right? Because kids just come up and are like, I want candy. And I'd be like, wow, that's a nice flower
it's all about
box.
the environment and the
Right?
experience and the
Right.
story.
The presentation.
We only paid $40,000 a year to figure that out. Right. Would you be appreciative if you found a coffin in your backyard?
I don't see. I know what story you're gonna tell, and it's a dog bone.
It's the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right.
They found a coffin in the backyard of somebody's house, but it
my
had dog bones in
gosh.
it. But it was
Ugh.
on Elm Street, so
yeah.
creepy enough. Well, should we kick it off?
Yeah, I suppose. What's our
No,
first
what are we-
interview?
what's our other
Who's our
alternate?
first interview?
Ryan Harder is coming on for our first interview, so we're going to go ahead and kick it to commercial. We'll be right back for Spooky Randomonium. I hope you're ready for these white legs. They're ready for you.
Welcome back to Spooky Randomonium. I just did that so I could hear the ooh again, right?
Yes, it's always
And-
right.
right.
I wonder if they even pick it up. Probably not.
Well, who do we
you
got here?
Wow,
Zach.
what a great transition.
I know.
We have Ryan Harder here. Hi, nice to meet you, Ryan.
Zach, Chelsey, it is awesome. It is awesome to be here on Randomonium, especially spooky Randomonium.
Right.
It's truly an honor.
Are you a huge Halloween
goodness.
fan?
I am not opposed to the concept of Halloween. I am a Halloween fan.
That was a very a politician version of what it is, like right around the corner here.
I played it cool.
You played it cool. You have a kid, so you almost kind of have to enjoy it.
I have 2 children.
You have 2
Right.
children.
Yes.
And they
By
very
law, I have to get them ready for Halloween.
And are they ready yet?
Yeah, yeah,
What's
they
their
love it. I'm
costumes?
working on the costumes. My youngest, my 4-year-old, wants to be a bat. Not Batman, but a bat. So I got the bat.
I can do
Okay.
that.
And then
unique.
Will, my 10-year-old, wants to be a Jay Garrick, the superhero Flash from the 1940s. So
That's
I'm
very
working on the
specific.
helmet, and yeah,
Was he that specific, or did you fill in the rest?
he was waffling on costumes, and that character was on the Flash television show. So I said, we got to get a costume figured out. So how about you go with that?
Gotcha.
Nice.
adorable.
Nice. So explain your costume choice.
My costume since Back to the Future Day was last week. Now the entirety of the trilogy takes place in the past. I decided to be Marty McFly, and that's for a couple reasons. One, because I'm a huge fan of the Back to the Future movies. They're classics. And also a week and a half ago, I was in a JCPenney that was selling orange vests. So it all came together.
that.
You know, we went and rewatched it after this whole big, fiasco, and I forgot how good of a movie it was. You know, like, people talk about classics, but they talk about it as like, oh, I haven't watched it in a long time. And like watching it back, I was like, this is so genuinely funny.
They're well-crafted movies. Even even now, I'm hearing about little details that are in the movies that, after watching it dozens of times, I've never heard of. So there are worse things to be than Marty McFly for Halloween.
Very, very true. Are you into, speaking movies, are you into horror movies? Like, you like that?
You know, not really. I like The Shining.
Okay.
The
You watch
Shining.
Shining?
No, I'm
Oh.
not. You know,
Chelsey
I'm not.
doesn't watch scary
I'm not
movies.
Oh, okay.
Haunting
And,
Connecticut
you know,
is-
I'm not
far as
into
I went.
your saws
Right.
and your gore for gore's sake, but a nice psychological thing like The Shining, or even better yet, the Simpsons parody, The Shinning. Good stuff. So that's my way around that, of saying one movie that I like, even though horror movies aren't necessarily my thing.
Do you jump? Like, do you get scared? Do you get scared easy?
Maybe that's the reason I don't like horror movies. Maybe I really do get scared easy. So you tell me. viewing audience, do I get scared easy?
Oh, thank you, Reinhardt, for being such a wonderful.
I didn't scream, did I? I think I jumped.
You did jump.
I think,
a little quiver.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. I think everything is dry, so I think I'm.
This
I think I'm doing okay. Even.
This is where an Ellen DeGeneres,
Yeah, see,
the
she'd be-
replay would
Oh,
be happening.
we don't have
right
that
now,
kind of
but-
budget.
Okay. I don't think I left the chair even with the creepy Slenderman
That's a good.
Oh my
going on there.
gosh.
That's pretty good. I didn't hear a thing.
Yeah.
So that was-
well,
that
I
was
mean,
well
we planned
played.
it way before. You
That
know?
was well played.
That's his only job. Did you know that? Like,
No.
his job is to scare you and
You
pass
got
that
me.
nothing.
You got me.
All right, more on the questions.
Right,
Because you have a
right.
very important story to tell.
Okay.
Right. So, as a student, did you create a myth
Or
or
a
help
part of it.
create?
I didn't help create a myth, but I was there for the creation of a myth that you all might know as the legend of Mary Swope. And I was as a student here at Buena Vista University. I was a student here. I graduated in 1999, so that goes back a while. But I was living with some friends in Briscoe 1, which is now a lounge, right? But back then it was a place where people lived.
Right.
And we wanted to, and one of my friends, a couple friends, their names were Brad and Ben. They wanted to scare some students who would come over. And I'll tell a quick version of the story. I gotta warn you, if there's any smaller children or underclassmen watching, it's kind of an intense story. But it goes back to the earliest days of Storm Lake, and there was a wealthy family called the Swope family, and they lived on a plot of land not far from the lake, and they were very wealthy, and due to the high water table near Storm Lake, they were able to have pipes brought in from Chicago, and they were one of the first families in the area to have running water. And they had two sons and a daughter named Mary, and things were going great for the Swope family until they noticed Mary. Things were odd with Mary. She would blurt out things at inappropriate times, and her sanity started to decline. And they found out that it was due to the lead in the pipes that they had brought in, and she was slowly going insane from the lead poisoning. And her outburst became so extreme until one day they had to put her up in the attic of their ornate Victorian home. And one day the mother came to Mary's door, and she had a tray of food, and she looked in the empty attic, and she said, "Mary, I have some soup for you. Please come back to us, Mary. Please come back." And Mary jumped out from behind a cabinet, and and the mother was so scared she fell backward, and Mary Swope fell over an old-timey wicker chair, and she broke her leg, but that didn't stop her. She was hobbling around the room and shouting and screaming, and finally she threw herself out the round old-timey window in the top floor of the house, and she fell 3 stories, breaking her neck to her death.
I never knew the extent.
The family left town, and they gave the land where their house was to Buena Vista College to help them increase space for their college. And the hall was named Swope Hall after Mary Swope. And that's why they say if you're in Swope Hall, you can see Mary's ghost floating back and forth, never having finished her soup.
It's all about the soup, man.
Yeah.
That's a haunting story.
It is completely not true. Totally not true.
Not true, guys.
It freaked everybody out in our room. It's so easily disproven. It's incredibly easy to disprove. You look at old pictures of old Maine, there's no mansion anywhere near it. Swope was named after a businessman from the 50s. Completely not true. I could spend half an hour with you guys telling you about how this story isn't true. It's a well-crafted story that scared some students. Totally not true.
That's a good story.
Thank you, Ryan Harder.
Quickly, would you write a flamingo?
Would I write a flamingo? Of course.
Boom!
Is that a challenging
He's
question?
got it.
Was not a challenging question. Thank you, Ryan Harder, for coming on and explaining that Mary Swope is not real, even though we all will probably still continue to believe in them in our hearts, but know that it's not true. We're going to go to commercial break, and then we have Mackenzie on next with a very spooky costume. I'm so glad Loggy isn't haunted.
Wait, it's not? I heard it was haunted by students that Jerry never let pass.
Never let pass. Well, that would be a lot of students.
Oh, green!
There's like a fire code against that, right?
Ooh.
Oh, no! Oh,
Speaking
good.
of students, we have freshman Mackenzie and Rappe here with us in her Halloween costume.
Yes, it's like happy but rappy.
Rappy.
That's
Yes.
what she told us before,
Yes.
and I wanted to tell everybody. In case you
Right.
wanted. So why did you choose your costume?
I love Disney and I love face painting, so I was like, hey, I'll do the Cheshire Cat, make a big giant smile, kind of creep some little kids out maybe, but
Beat
yeah,
some little
it's
kids.
fun.
That's your main goal in a costume.
Would you do face painting as a living?
That'd be fun, yeah. Definitely.
Your career path there.
Yeah,
I don't think
there
she
you
thought
go.
about it.
Yeah.
You're a freshman, correct?
Yep.
How's your freshman year going?
Just great.
Just great.
Yeah, it's
Anything
awesome.
really awesome about BV that you've experienced?
You guys, obviously.
All right. There you go. I think every
Show
freshman's
here.
ever said that. Oh gosh. All right, Chelsea.
Very
Oh,
Yeah, it's your question.
okay.
I'll wait.
I don't know which.
All right. It seems
do
like
it.
you are very artistic.
Yes.
Do you plan on making that a part of your career?
Yes.
Yes. In
Yes.
what way? Is there like a life goal yet as a freshman? That would be impressive.
I would love to work with Disney and do character concept design, so designing all the characters and making them look all cool and like that.
Gotcha.
Definitely would be awesome.
Disney is a good goal. They're a huge company too,
Oh, yeah,
so they've got all
definitely.
these openings for sure.
Right.
Yes.
They're one of the top hiring places for college students, so
There
you
you go.
go.
You know, one of our own is going
Oh,
next semester.
yeah?
Chase Harrison is
Oh,
going
yeah,
to Disney
that's
World.
cool.
Chase is going
Nice.
to Disney.
Yeah, and if you ever, have a chance to talk to him,
Hook up
he'll
with
let you
him?
know.
Wow.
He might tell
Definitely.
you 3 or 4 times, but he'll let you know.
Okay.
So.
Definitely cool.
Do I get to ask this question
Yes,
of
you can
the
ask
year?
whatever question you
Okay.
like.
Okay. Would you ride a flamingo?
Yes.
You would.
Why?
Because why wouldn't you?
That's very true. That's very true. It's so obvious. Like everyone is so
Exactly.
confident.
Well, there was a couple in the beginning that were like,
That's true.
Why?
That's true.
Right?
It's a flamingo. Ride it.
Yeah, I mean they're a little crazy. So talking about Halloween, because that's what this episode is all about.
Right.
Do you scare as easy as Ryan Harder?
I don't know. I don't like haunted houses.
like
looking
looking
around the
around, like.
We don't have that many crew members just to
Who else is gonna
indispensably
come
sit back
out?
there. He just goes back around the set.
Yep. I'm watching.
Oh my goodness.
You don't like haunted houses though.
No.
What?
Nope. I've been in one when I was like 8, and I haven't been back.
Wow. I don't like
Yep.
paying for them.
Yeah.
It's
They're
not like
expensive.
it's not a, yeah, they're expensive and it's
Yeah,
not like
it's
a rewarding.
crazy.
I feel like people should pay me to go in.
Yeah.
I just don't like
And
it when
just
they
go in and scare
trap me in the
people.
corner with a chainsaw or something.
Yeah,
That's scary.
That's
chainsaws.
happened.
No, I don't like
I didn't
chainsaws.
like
So real. Oh god. Okay.
You're going on the Disney trip this year?
yes.
In
Yes.
January?
I'm so excited. It's gonna be
Yay.
awesome.
Yes. You know, pretty much there's like a rule, it's like a unspoken rule, that if you go on the Disney trip, you'll become successful at BVU.
Oh, okay. So then obviously it's gonna work out.
Yeah, it'll work out great. You'll continue to make like weekly costumes. Don't make
Right.
weekly, that would be
No,
weird.
that
You'll
would be a
run out
little
of
weird.
space.
I make
Yeah.
it. I go
Yeah.
with
Have you ever lived in Swope? You haven't lived in Swope yet. Have you ever
No.
been into Swope?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Was it
Wow.
Yeah,
scary?
it was a little creepy. Yeah, the lights were off, and I was like, "This is where you live."
This is right.
You
I
live.
officially am moving out of that pretty soon. This yes.
Yes.
We'll clap for Zach.
Good go,
All right.
Zach.
Good. Go ahead, Chelsea.
What?
Ask
My
a question.
turn?
Yeah.
I asked last one.
Oh my gosh,
it's
you're
your
trying to throw this on me.
Yeah, I know.
So at BVU, there are a lot of organizations. Have you had the chance to involve yourself in any? Are you, for example, are you doing anything for Halloween for any organizations yet?
Halloween, no, like sort of. For art club, we went to Mary Melanie's house,
Right.
and she
Pumpkin
made us
carving.
awesome chili, and we carved pumpkins, and it was really, really cool.
I missed out on
So yeah,
I did miss out on
missed
the
out on
chili.
that. You should come.
What'd you carve?
Cheshire Cat.
Wow.
Is that like your favorite character?
No, I just thought it would work out for a pumpkin. So
That's true. I
Yeah.
have seen some really good. Pumpkin carving can be like an insane art.
definitely, like you see some of them, and they like carve it in. It's like crazy what they do.
I like when they use like depth. You know, like instead of just like going all the way
Right,
through,
right.
Yeah.
they'll like carve out so it's
Just
like
get the
lighter
different
and
layers
darker.
and whatnot. They're so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I like to use stencils.
Yeah, those are fun too. You like poke
I'm
the holes,
very
cut them out.
artistic.
Yes. I haven't done pumpkin carving since I was probably in high school. Not
Really?
even. Maybe even
Oh,
younger
well,
than
we need to
that.
carve a pumpkin
Well,
I know, but it's the
Yes.
gunk. I just don't like the gunk on my hands.
then. Oh.
Well, Thankfully, you won't have to do it this year.
Yes. They rot too.
Right.
Oh, they do very fast.
Kind of nasty.
They smell.
So, all right.
Well, thank you, Mackenzie, for being on the
Yeah,
show.
thank you.
Quite an interesting costume we have here. And rocking out your artistic abilities.
Yeah, thanks.
After commercial break, we will be telling Spooky's tales.
I look like a mustard. Welcome to the end of Randomonium on a scary note for time for Spooky Tales!
That's right. We
That's
are
right.
simply going to be telling scary stories around our campfire.
Campfire, aka the lava lamp.
Ooh.
Because if we started a fire in here, that would be, I don't know, illegal, probably?
Kind of.
Is that illegal to start a fire? Probably.
And we're gonna make your sleeping a little bit harder tonight by
Yes.
all those nightmares you're gonna have.
So Ryan is going to go ahead and kick us off with a very scary story. We've made sure we've pre-upped these because we didn't want to scare people too much. But this one's probably the scariest one you've ever heard, so go ahead and take it away, Ryan.
We lost internet access forever.
I'm so scared.
Terrible.
I don't know what
That
I would
would be,
do.
right?
I would never be able to
Oh,
solve a
gosh.
problem. I'd just be like, well, I guess I won't know if Michael Jordan's a basketball player.
Encyclopedia sales. will-
Yeah, they would
Skyrocket.
Yeah, you'd have to like hoard them up. All right.
Is it my turn?
Yes,
Okay.
Chelsea's got a scary one for us.
So a young boy is sleeping in his bed on a usual night. He suddenly awakes to footsteps outside his door. He peeks out of one eye to see what is happening. His door swings open quietly to reveal a murderer carrying the corpse of his parents. After silently propping his parents up on a chair, he writes something on the wall in their blood. The murderer then hides under the child's bed. The child is scared beyond belief. He can't read the writing on the wall, and he knows the man is under his bed. He lays as still as the bodies, trying to pretend to sleep, quietly hearing the breaths from underneath his bed. An hour passes and his eyes are adjusting more and more to the darkness. He tries to make out the words, but it's a struggle. He gasps when he finally makes out the sentence, "I know you're awake." He feels something shift underneath his bed.
Oh my gosh. My
gosh.
story's better than yours. Are you ready? Are you guys ready?
Ready for this.
You
All
gotta
right.
tell fast.
Ready.
A
As I
woman
can
and her
be.
boyfriend were heading home from a date night, and suddenly their car ran out of gas. It was 1 a.m. They were completely alone in the middle of nowhere. The guy stepped out of the car and said, comforting to his girlfriend, "Don't worry, I'll be right back. I'm just going out and getting some help." Lock the doors though, honey. She locked the doors and sat restlessly, waiting for her boyfriend to come back. Suddenly, she saw a shadow across her lap. She looks up to see not her boyfriend, but a crazed man swinging something in his right hand.
Yeah.
He sticks his face up against the window and he lifts his right hand. It's his boyfriend's head, decapitated and screaming. She shuts her eyes in horror and tries to make the image that goes away, but she opens her eyes and the man's going and looking crazy. He lifts his hand up and they cut me off.